Yo, it's your boy Madman Habs, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to set goals and actually take action to get one step closer to those goals. Now these goals could be anything. They could be your body and gym goals, your dieting and lifestyle goals, career goals, education goals, or even relationships, whether that's with family, your love partner, or your children or siblings. So let's go.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thought.
Have you ever sat there and thought, what the hell am I even doing with my life? Why am I even studying? What is it for? Where am I going with these studies? Or why am I in the gym for 3 to 4 days a week doing half-assed exercises when I'm not even sure what I want? Or why am I even going to this job and doing these shifts? And where is this all going or needing to? Am I just going to work for the sake of work? Or is there a higher goal? What am I working towards? Now, you're not the only one to actually sit there and think this. It's happened to me a few times. In fact, it's happened to very close friends that I know. In fact, it's happened to every single person that you walk around and look at. You walk down the street, and I guarantee you, one point in their lives, they've sat there and thought, what the hell am I doing? Now, I've been there, so have my friends. There's this one tool that I gave them, which I gave to myself, and I read around a bit, that has really, really helped me, and which they can't thank me enough for helping getting their lives into order. And I really want to share that with you today. Just a very simple tool. It's actually quite fun, and hopefully it will help you, one, find out what your goals are, and two, help you take the right steps today to help you achieve that goal in the near future. So the first point is, psychologically, if you are to write down your goals, you're actually more likely to achieve them. I'm going to take this one step further in this exercise, and I'm going to ask you to do a mood board of images so that you can actually visualize your goals. The second point is, your goals will change over time, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, and that's completely fine. What we're trying to focus on is the goals that are currently present in life. I mean, my goals when I was 8 years old and what I wanted from an Argos catalogue is definitely different to what I wanted when I was 19, and definitely different to what I want now. I mean, I still want the big super soaker powerful water gun, and I'm almost turning 30, and that's okay. With that in mind and setting goals now, it's very important you actually revisit these goals. One, to remind yourself every day to what you're doing now. Is it actually productive? Is it actually working towards that life goal you have? And two, to also make updates. Stuff happens in life. Some goals change. The same way what you dreamed about when you're 9 years old changes when you're 15. What you dream about when you're 15 and the goals you had when you're 15 changes when you're 20. And that's completely okay. Point number 4, you actually don't have to have all your goals figured out. It's completely okay. I know adults that still don't know exactly what they want. I know some of the smartest kids in the country who are Oxford and Cambridge graduates that still don't know what they want, and when they graduate are clueless and end up getting a job in finance which they hate just because it pays the most money. So when you're setting these goals, if you don't have all the goals you've ever wanted, it's okay to focus on one single goal. For this purpose, it could be your fitness and gym goals, or it could be your goal to really strive in your corporate career and climb the ladder. But for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to make sure it's multidimensional. You can take what you want from that. Remember, this goal setting document that we're about to walk through is for you and you alone. Yes, you may be comfortable sharing a few bits of it with your closest friends that you trust, or your partner or your family members, but the majority of the document is only for you. In this exercise, I'll actually share with you my personal goals when I was 19 years old, but that fits in the rule because the 19-year-old naive young me had different goals to who I am now, and they while some of the things have remained, most of it has changed. And so no, I won't be sharing my current goals with you, because that's for me. And your goals are personally for you. And you're doing it for you. All right, so you got all of my points here today. You know how to set goals in terms of the generic stuff. You probably already know how to set some of these goals. And so you can stop watching this video, to be honest. You can sit away, think about your goals and dreams, lie there, and then the next day just wake up and do nothing about it. Sit there and just not work towards it. Keep dreaming about it. Keep wondering, oh, if I had this, if I had that, why am I not doing anything? I can't even get myself to work. And you can go through that repeat cycle. Or you can actually sit here with me, just 8 to 10 minutes of your time and your focus and your energy, and give this exercise real thought. Put away all the distractions, put away the phones, the alarms, the friends, and just focus on this exercise, on this worksheet, and me just walking you through it in your own time. You could be in a library, in your room, in a cafe, just away from all the noise and distraction, so that you can focus on yourself and focus on your goals. Remember, this is all for you, to make you realize your true potential and what your dreams are and what you want to do, and give you grounding so when you wake up in the morning, you know what you're hustling for. So let's get it. All right, so first of all, this is not going to be some boring ass video where I ask you to write your goals and just write it there and do this boring exercise. No way, baby. This is going to be fully immersive. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to have some fun. So in the description box below, I've attached 2 document links. One is the PowerPoint presentation, which is interactive, and I highly suggest using a PowerPoint if you can, because that's what I'm going to go through. The second document is the PowerPoint, but in a printable document format, because some people just may not like go through a PowerPoint and doing it that way. So this is just a document which you can print off at school, in university, or at work, and then just work with me through it. So let's actually get started on this. I'm really excited. Hope you are too. All right, so just two requests I'll make before we even start this is, first, I want you to set the scene. For me, for this exercise, I'm going to play some really natural nature sound. It makes me relax a bit more, makes me feel at ease. You can do anything from classical music to anything that makes you really happy, but keep it quite low so that you can actually concentrate a bit. It could be Quran recital, it could be Bible hymns, it could be white noise, it could be the sound of sea, whatever it is, but have something in the background just chilling so that you can relax and chill and really just be you. The second thing, and related to that and helping you relax, is really relax to find your inner child. Be the kid you want to be, and actually choose goals that, if no one can judge you on, you just want to choose for the sake of choosing. There is no parent telling you that you can't do that, that's bad, or there's no teacher telling you that's not possible for you to be able to achieve this. Write down goals that you want to achieve, that make you feel happy and will make you feel accomplished, because there's no limit. No one's judging you here, and remember, these goals are for you only. So be fearless. All right, so welcome to today's walkthrough session. As you can see, these are the PowerPoint slides, and I've left it all blank with a few notes right at the bottom. I'm actually going to go through my worked example when I was 19 years old, which is here, and let's hopefully have some fun. So I'm just going to slide mode. Again, you can either have this document with you, which you've downloaded, and you can work with me as you would do this video. Pause me at any time so that you can actually sit and think, and you can even watch this video over the week. You don't need to watch it in one go, because remember, this is an exercise where you're thinking, and not everything happens in one go, and it's something to enjoy and have fun with. So I'm going to quickly present these slides, and this is how it starts. Now, I've named mine The Wonderful Journey of Life, my goals and motivation, and I put down the date, or the year rather, and this is just because so I can remember my goals in that year, and when I go back to do this slide, I literally recopy everything, and I either edit it again completely new or add to my 2015 goals and take away. So maybe in 5 years' time, I revisit it, or 3 years' time, and I can adjust the goals accordingly and remind myself. Now you can title this anything you want, but I'm going to call it this: the wonderful journey of life, because life is wonderful and we can make that wonderful. So the first thing is, you can sit here and read through all this stuff, but how do you define your goals? It can be quite tough. What does it mean to have goals, and why are those goals credible? Now, for me, it's peace and contentment. And at the time, again, it's the same thing, is what makes you happy. So just pause this video and list down every single thing that makes you happy in life right now. So some of my examples: when I was 19, absolute gym freak, and I loved to pump and being just in the gym. At that time, I was a strength enthusiast, so hitting PRs gave me a high. Listening to music, surround sound, better on speakers and dance and chill with. Just eating loads of food because I was bulking and I loved eating. Anything buffets, chicken and chips, best thing ever at the time when I was 19. Can't stand the stuff now, but these, remember, are things that made me happy at that point in time when I was writing when I was 19. Okay, moving on to the next part. Now you've done that, what you want to do is use that list of happiness to kind of dictate and visualize what success means to you. So for me, the things I like was having a gym, having my own place, loads of money, thrills. And then also I like things that were quite thrilling, hence Aston Martin DB9. And so what I did was I put up an image, or a slide rather, with loads of images. So in this slide, what I want you to do, based on the list of things that made you happy, and I hope you spent a good 10 minutes actually writing that list, have a go on Google and search and visualize everything you've ever wanted. So for you, if it was, I think a Ferrari will make me happy, enjoy it. Go look for that Ferrari that will make you happy. Copy and save it, paste it, put it into the presentation slide. If it's about charity and helping people or helping a specific cause, for example, I love cats myself, and if I was to set up a charity, one part would be to help them as well. Go search a charity like the RSPCA or something like that and post it on there. That might be success to you. For me at the time when I was 19, these were the things that I thought would be success to me. So having a Spanish wife with no kids. Also career-wise, I thought, man, I want to be that white guy in a suit who's making loads of money and who seems so happy, so clean, so fresh. So being a partner in an accounting firm made sense. But that's me. Forget me. Remember, this is about you. So take the next, however long it takes you, just go through your list that you've put together in the previous slide here, and find pictures that will visualize and represent that happiness. So yeah, pause the video and enjoy the Google searching and posting those pictures on your slide. On the side around each image, I have put down what it means, just to kind of clarify to myself. So maybe when I look back in 2 years' time, I might not just see three random houses. What does that mean? I've put down, it's a ground floor home. I want it to be in East London. I want a built-in gym, spacious kitchen, back garden, whatever. Or it's not just a picture of two random women, but I had a thing where I fancied the Spanish look. And so that's what I wanted at the time. And the cats as well, I wanted a Maine Coon specifically, or a Bengal. You can write your reasons why. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed that. In the next slide, which is this one here, you can explain what that success looks like. So I might have had a picture of Aston Martin DB9. I can explain to myself why I want a DB9. And it's just nice to really write down what it is. Or for example, I wanted to be an accounting partner at a Big Four firm, but why was that? It's because they earn 500,000 a year, and I thought 500,000 a year and just chill at the top. It's great. So this is a chance to actually write down in more detail what those images mean to you. So once you've done all that, so you've got a list of what makes you happy, a comprehensive list, a list of or images of what success looks like for you, and these are goals that you really want, and then explaining those goals. All right, so now that you have your vision of what your goals are, and you visualize that, and you've explained what those goals mean to you, you need to put a plan together. Now, when you're writing this plan, you need to keep in mind what was termed, and I learned, as the SMART method. So each goal ideally should be specific, it should be measurable. So when it's specific, you need to really pinpoint what that goal is. For example, I could say to you, I want to be a millionaire. But how do you want to be a millionaire? I want to run a business, maybe even more specific than that. I want to run a laundry business earning over 10 million in revenue. And that's how I want to be a millionaire. Make sure it's measurable. So I've mentioned how this business should be making 10 million. Make sure it's attainable. So do I have any clue about running a business? Is it even possible? Can I get the funds and the money to even set up a laundry business? And if not, then you should question that. Or your goal might be to be a rocket science, fly to the moon, but have you even done the degrees that are relevant to becoming an astronaut? And if you haven't, then clearly it's not attainable. So that's SM and A. So then R, make sure it's relevant. So it's relevant to your goals, to your values, to your dreams. And then last one, T, is time bound. So anyone can have these goals, but what you want to do is set a time limit on these goals. For example, the great thing with me wanting to be an accounting partner was most partners become partners within the accounting firm by the age of 40. So I knew that was a minimum level, and between 40 and 45. So I'd probably have to work in my corporate job from graduating about 25 years to be a partner. But that already set the time limit there. So if your goal doesn't fit these criteria, so the SMART criteria, that is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, then you should really question that goal. So in this example, I've wrote my plan A, my plan of attack, which was become a partner in an accounting firm, an accounting company, which I can apply all the SMART methods to. Buy my first home as soon as my salary allows, and buy in London. Eventually buy 2 more homes and rent it out along with my wife. Not rent out my wife. Because I'm assuming that it's realistic. We're going to couple our finances together. We can have our own home, and then we can have 2 other homes that we can rent out. Complete travel and experience bucket list and live life to the fullest, because I have money to do this and I have time. Invest in shares and fund to diversify, and hopefully retire at 60 of passive income from the homes and then share returns. So that was my plan A. It fitted everything in the SMART method. I want you to do the same. To write down your plan of attack to actually achieve your goals and your dreams and things that make you feel successful here. Take however long you need to, pause the video, and again, go for it. Now, once you've actually set out your plan A, you want to list down what is it that you currently have in place that you've already done to work towards that goal. It could be anything. Take your time to think about what you have in place, what you've already done in your life, what you've already accomplished. Congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, and appreciate how far you've come already. It doesn't matter how big or small a step is, you've made that step, and that's the most important thing. So here, at the time when I was 19, I already got a first in my first year. I had a internship completed in my first year, and I secured a trading internship for my second year. I I had great friends, and at the time I had a lean body with some muscles. So that was already working towards my goals. And these are things that I had to take pride in. I had to appreciate I've come this far and I'm working on them. So pause the video. Think about what you've done so far to work towards your goals. It doesn't matter how big or small the step is. It's important you actually realize, acknowledge this. Great. So now that you've actually understood where you are, what is it now that you need to do in the current time, in the next 24 hours, in this week, even now, to make sure you hit that next level, to make that next step towards your goals? So for me, it was to smash my degree with flying colours, boss that internship that I'd secured and secure a job offer, double down on my personal goals and timetable it all so I could do that already straight away, and then get huge and gain mass and size. So fix my diet, which I could also do straight away. So I can change my mindset now and today and do these things. What is it that you could do that you're not already doing today, right now? Take 10, 15, however long minutes you need to sit down and write out things in the list that you could be doing right now in the short term to help you achieve your goals in the long term. Pause the video, take your time. It doesn't need to be an exhaustive list. 5 or 6 points is enough. And let's write them out. Great. So now that you have your plan A, which is your ultimate plan, this is the die-hard plan that you're living by, that you're waking up to, that everything you're doing today is working towards this plan A. These are the things that you currently have in place. And these are things that you're going to start implementing in your life right now, from today, tomorrow, this week, in the short term, to help you achieve that plan A goal, to then get the goals that you really want in the long term in your life. Now, the next 2 slides, life doesn't always go to plan. Mike Tyson had this amazing quote, which was, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And so they hit the canvas, right? I say, if you don't have a plan A, you don't even have the chance to even stand up from the canvas in the first place. And if you don't have a plan B and C, it's okay to get punched in the face. But how are you going to get back up? And that's key here. Plan B and C is when life punches you in the face, when Mike Tyson punches you in the face, we're not just going to be knocked out in days. We're going to get back up and we're going to fight back. So my plan B here was to work my way up to be some kind of senior level manager. It will be a decent salary. It might not be partnership level because it's tough to get there. Buy my first and only home, and then complete my travel and experience bucket list. Live life to the fullest. So that was like a more watered down plan. And I think the main focus is plan A, but plan B should be just in case. And then I had a plan C, which was just become an A-level economics teacher because I really liked economics, enjoy my job, and work till retirement. Because the idea was, if I really, really love my job, I wouldn't mind working to retirement and helping young kids, and also doing a job and teaching a subject that I really enjoy. So again, pause the video, write out your plan B, and then once you're done, write your plan C. You may not have a plan C or plan B, but just put something in there that we think, okay, this will do for now. It could just end up just with plan A, and that's completely okay because plan A is the main focus. All right, so I really hope you enjoyed today's interactive goal setting session. What you should do is save this document, send it to yourself, email it so you have it in your emails, so you can, just in case you lose it on your desktop. I even WhatsApp it to myself. I save it in my phone as a document so that I can actually review it in the night, maybe sometimes in a month, maybe in a year, and make sure that the date is also there. Write it all out and make sure it's accessible. That's what I'm trying to get to, so that you can actually review goals, add things as they go along. And remember, this isn't a session that you can just do within 10 minutes of watching this YouTube video. What you actually want to do is take your time. The key thing is just to have that level of concentration and really just sit with yourself to understand what you really want in terms of your goals and how you want to get there. So if you really enjoyed this video, you found it useful, one, share with friends and family who may not also have their goals in line and they're not sure what they want to do. Download the documents as well, because they're super useful and they will help you guide through this video. And then also make sure to revisit your goals. They are personal to you. You don't need to share them, and I personally advise not to share them with anyone. This document is for yourself. You can share snippets of it, maybe to someone who might want to help you get to those goals, i.e. if you had this specific body goal and you've never stepped foot in the gym, you might want to tell your PT, hey, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm working towards, can you help me get there? And that's it really. So I hope you enjoyed this video. More to come, and hit that subscribe and like button. Peace.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.